Hey everybody, day 52 of No Poker Vlog. Oh, hang on a second. Nothing tastes better after a long day of quarantine than Coke Zero. That reminds me that being that we're not going to be able to do events until like the middle of July, or at least that's the projection that I'm coming up with, we're going to need to sell some more advertising. So that was just a sample of what I can do in my acting skills that I bring to the to your product or service or company. So if you own a small business out there and you are working, you would like to do some advertising in the CCG daily No Poker Vlog, by all means, hit me up. You'd be surprised. I'd be willing to just do it for maybe, a sandwich or a half a sandwich or possibly a tire rotation. We'll see. You guys let me know what you got and what you're thinking. Day 52. Yesterday's vlog was super popular since it is a plan to reopen CCG, and I'm not joking. We are 100% going to reopen. I still get a phone call or an email or a text or a social media shout out at least, a handful of times. I don't want to say once a week, but maybe a couple times a month where people are like, are you going to reopen? Is it over? Will we never play charity poker again? And that's not true. The naysayers can say nay all they want. We will eventually be back, and group gatherings in general will be back. I mean, it just depends on how long and the different things that we're gonna have to do to make them safe and make sure everyone feels comfortable. I think that's the more important thing, is that people feel comfortable. Obviously safe too, but in general, just feeling better about being outside. So, we talked a lot about yesterday about reopening and how that was going to happen. I don't think what I hit on the most is that we're going to be doing 6-handed tables. I know Vegas had talked about doing 4-handed tables, which is not great for the game. 6, I think, is a much more realistic number. I also think 4 pertains to Vegas because 90% of the people that go to Las Vegas are tourists, coming into Vegas to play, staying for a little while, and then going back home. Whereas, people at Charity Poker, they're mostly, within our own bubble. Most people live here in Chicago. They're not traveling too terribly far for it. So I think we can definitely get away with doing six-handed tables, which will be fun. That's a good, fast-paced game. It's kind of the best of both worlds. It's good for players that want to play short-handed, and it's good for players that want to play in a full ring game. Tournaments, on the other hand, are going to be a little bit tougher. I don't think when the events start up right away, we're going to be doing a ton of early bird tournaments. I just don't know how that would be possible at the moment, sitting 6-handed and limiting the space to only 50 players. But we will definitely be doing tournaments in some fashion. It's going to be a little bit different than what we're used to right now because we don't have unlimited, moderately unlimited space. So yeah, that's the thing. That's definitely going to happen. 50-person events will happen in phase 4. I think if we're in phase 2 now, and by the end of the month we can move into phase 3, and then maybe a couple weeks after that, middle, late June to early July. I think by July 15th, it's a 100% safe bet that we will be into phase 4. I physically don't think that anybody can wait much longer than that. So hopefully, that's kind of what happens. But part 2 of how to reopen, that's how we're going to reopen, and that's what's going to happen. So hopefully 6-handed, 7 tables in each event, predominantly cash games with some maybe single table or 2-table tournaments kind of things. So some different stuff. We're going to try it and see how it goes and be excited. We are definitely going to be doing more weekday events. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday events are definitely going to be a lot more prevalent. So hate to kind of reiterate what we talked about yesterday, but I think it's important, and people definitely want to know what is going to happen and what is the future of CCG. And I think for the time being, for 2020, that is definitely going to be it. 50-person, smaller events, more events, but still the same game that you love. So it's good. Live poker will be around, and I promise it'll be a good time. It'll be safe. People might have to wear masks, but I've seen some of you, and masks are not always a terrible idea. What else do we do today? Day 52. We went on a nice long bike ride, which is awesome because there's nothing better than riding your bike. And my kids want me to ride my bike with them now. My wife has to push Harrison in like this modified tricycle, which is basically just a stroller that looks like a tricycle. So he just kind of sits there, and then his sisters get to ride around on their bikes. They're still in training wheels, but it's fun. We kind of went all over the neighborhood And I think we only had 1 or 2 falls. Nothing, one good fall, which was not an actual fall, but you know, lots of crying, and then like the funny neighbor from across the street's like, come on, Dad, come on over and make it better. And I was like, ah, shut up. But I did, and it was fine, so that was good. What else? We had Zoom Ballet today, which is good. We ordered from Portillo's and DoorDash, and I think DoorDash may or may not have heard our cry on Twitter and in the previous vlog about how bad of a job they were doing, and they crushed it tonight. The food was fantastic, everything was correct, and it came in a super timely manner. I think the one thing about DoorDash that's been killing me lately is that it says, you know, like 25 to 30 minutes, and then it takes like 50. It's like, I don't mind if it's gonna come, should always give you higher than show up earlier. Maybe, I don't know. Day 52, it's been a confusing day. Recapping, reopening, bike rides, masks, all kinds of good stuff. Day 53 tomorrow. We will see you then. Thanks everybody, bye.